Hey guys, it's Emily. I'm back with another video. This is the second half of my contemporary castle. Definitely check out the first video if you want to see how I built the exterior. I'm not able to do the speed build or even a stop motion with the interior just because it's so big it would take really long. And so I'm actually just giving you a walkthrough with the cinematic camera. And I'll explain things as I go, what I was doing and thinking. It was definitely, it took me a lot longer to finish than I had anticipated. It is a massive build. It has, I think, 13 bedrooms and over 20 bathrooms. Here is the grand hall, grand entrance. We're going to check out this hallway to the right. Here is that door on the right goes out to the front area, and the door on the left here goes out to the garage. We have a six stall garage here. I have a little bike out here, and you'll see over here I have just a little storage and a woodworking area along with the trash and the recycling. I have an elevator that goes to the bottom floor all the way up. Right here we have a nice, generous laundry room and some extra storage. This is there is a second laundry in the basement that we'll see in a little bit here. Straight ahead is the kitchen, just to try to give you an idea of the floor plan layout. Here's this, we're going into the sunroom, and right off the side here is just a little half bath, for folks to use if they're kind of on that wing of the house. I did use an actual floor plan for this, and I modified it, of course, but it was the inspiration for this build. I talked about it a little bit in the first part of the build, so that's where I got the idea for all these rooms. If you're wondering where I got the ideas, that is where. You'll see here that the lighting changes. I actually have a mod that allows me to do the cinematic camera in build mode, and the lighting is different in build mode than in live mode. Got a little pantry off the kitchen, and so if you see the lighting change, if the lights disappear in build mode but not in live mode, then that happens a couple times, and that's why, like right there, you'll see that the lights disappeared because I must have accidentally been in the build mode for that. A great big kitchen. I tried to have it be coordinating, but I wanted to have some wood tones as well to kind of balance it out. I originally had it just black and white, and it was too stark, and so that's why I added the wood tones. Here is what they call a morning room. It's kind of like a enclosed porch, unheated, and right off the main family room. Here we have a game table, a TV, a little computer off to the side there with the desk, and like a gaming console. Definitely where the family would hang out. The hub around the kitchen, and then the family room, and then right here we have a nice little playroom, kind of for little kids to play. We have a little tea set and a toy box, and kind of a reading nook, like if the family wanted to read to the kids. Through here I have what they call a Butler's Pantry. It's just a small little prep area. I put the dishwasher there because of the way the cabinets, I guess, are configured. The dishwasher wouldn't really fit out in the main area. And of course there's a door into the formal dining room. I really love this room. It turned out great. It's just really cozy and formal looking, so I would say this is my second favorite room. Here we have the grand entrance again, and that goes straight into the grand hall. I think of this as like a ballroom. But in this instance, you know, it's 2 floors. It's open from the stairwell above. And, you know, we have the nice, large, fancy piano and kind of a sitting area. And off to the side, we have, you know, little drinks. I think that came with vintage pack. I wanted to do the gold to make it look really classy. And then down this hallway, we have off to the left here, we have, again, a little half bath that everyone could use, you know, if they were in the ballroom or off the kitchen, just for convenience sake. And then over here on the right, the large door is actually the master suite. We have the sitting room here with a little laptop, and it has a door out onto the deck that we saw in the opening sequence, so they can access that really easily. And then this is the the master bedroom with a lot of dramatic drapery there. And the door over on the left is actually to the turrets, and in the floor plan it has a spiral staircase going all the way up and down, kind of for easy access. And unfortunately we don't have spiral staircases, so it's just empty. You could add whatever you want to that, like a closet or, you know, whatnot. Here we have the master bath. It is black and white and kind of silver, I guess, with a walk-in shower. And then his and her sinks, you know, just very dramatic looking. That's why I went with the stark black and white and kind of the rich wallpaper and draperies. And then we have a separate toilet room here. Pretty much all the bedrooms are en suites. They have a bathroom off of the side of it. Here we have the master closet for her. There's his and her closets, and this is the quite a bit larger one that I envisioned as for her. And then across the way we have the smaller his closet. You definitely could flip that around, or, you know, maybe it's his and her, just depending on your family type that's in here. Straight ahead we have a little access, just kind of a little hallway of doors. We're going to go to the left here, and it's the library. Just really an area for reading. There's a little bar there. They could access drinks. And then I made some cute antlers out of the kava root that came with Island Living. I pretty tickled the way that came out with the plaque from Discovery University just turned around for the backing. Here's the main entrance again. So this is the main hall that we first saw, and now we're going to go to the hallway to the left of when you come in. That little door there on the left is just a little closet. If you go right, it would be the master bedroom, and then we're actually going to go left. This door here in front of us goes out to the front, and then the brown door here is access to the game room, or the billiards room if we had a pool table. But, you know, I have a chess table and the foosball and the ping pong. It's just kind of a real fun space. I tried so many different color combinations and finally stuck with the green, and I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. And then we have this little bar area that is open to both the game room and then the social area here, so they can access the bar. You know, if they have like a bartender serving, can access both areas and have the bartender serving them from that. In here is the access to the office. First we'll go into the smaller office. It's just a nice little cozy area, you know, excellent for writing, kind of being alone, getting your own space in this huge, massive build. And then what could be considered an even more grand library, just with all the bookcases, and it's 2 stories, but I'm calling it an office. It is a grand office. A lot of dramatic curtains, a lot of huge bookcases. I really like this space too. And we have the research and debate computer, so you're not going to actually do things on your laptop, but you're actually going to gain your research and debate skill if you have Discover University. Again, this is a really dramatic room. Kind of looks more like a library than the actual library. This is a little sitting area outside of the kids' rooms. Over on this wing, we have the toddler room and the baby room. I tried a bunch of different colors, and I ended up settling with red for both of them. You know, it's gender neutral and, you know, also very dramatic. And you definitely could change out the colors if you're not fond of it. I was really tickled when I came up with the idea because I tried so many different combinations, and the yellows and the greens weren't working. Again, we have a full bath with the potty chair, just for ease of access, since we're going to have our toddlers over in this wing. This is a little sitting area. Off to the right is a door that would go to the nanny room. Now it's on the left, but the right is actually back into the library. And then we have the baby room right here. I love this room. It's really cute, coordinated, cozy feeling. I made this crib out of the border, or the barrier from Island Living, and then I used 2 chairs from Vampires. And then I just kind of raised up a ottoman like you see there for the changing table as well. And then we have our little bassinet for the teeny tiny baby, which is functional. The crib obviously is not functional. It's just for looks, but I really thought it was cute in that area. Back to the sitting area here. And then we have quite a long hallway down here. There is a closet right here off to the left. And then you'll see we're going to go into the other access to the nanny room. Like I said, there was in the room with the knight statues, there's access to the room, but there's access right here through this. This one I really wanted, I wanted to use purple because I hadn't used any purple yet. So that's where it came up. The rug was really the inspiration for that. We have a nice huge bathroom. It is a full bath again. His and her sinks. And then we have the toilet in a separate room again. A nice, really dramatic bathtub. Pretty self-explanatory in this bathroom. Again, I went with the bold colors. The inspiration for the colors in the bathroom was largely the fancy, expensive toilets and sinks from, I think, Get Famous and maybe Vampires. Anyway, but I really utilized that for the color choices. Another closet here, like an actual closet. And then we're going to go down the hallway back into the grand entrance area. Off to the left here, you'll see we just have a nice little music room. Nothing too fancy. It was listed as an office, but we already had a couple offices, so I wanted to have a music room. Just because there's a lot of skills associated with the music. You know, we have guitar, DJing, violin, piano, and so I wanted to have kind of an area that your sim could just hang out and do music and wouldn't be bothering any of the other sims. Here is our upstairs of the grand entrance, and you know, like I said, on either side you can see down into the grand hall or down into the entrance. Here's the first bedroom that's off the grand entrance. It's a, you know, pink and really beautiful, really classy, and you know, rather large. Of course, like I said, all of these have en-suites. They have bathrooms, you know, full bathrooms off in each of the bedroom, which was in the floor plan. If it's a castle, you're going to have tons of bathrooms. Here I went with yellow and white for the color inspiration was the Realm of Magic cabinets. And then opposite, you have, in contrast, we have a blue, black, and white room. Also very dramatic. This one I kind of envisioned. We have a collection of the cameras, so that, you know, the whoever's the occupant here would be really into the photography skill. And then we have this really dramatic bathroom, black and gold, and a little bit of white, just to kind of lighten things up. But this is definitely very dramatic, very opulent looking. And of course, again, the separate toilet room, which I think is something I would like in real life, just to have the toilet in just kind of a different room from everything else. And we're going to go back into the main hall. Off to the left there is a kind of a boring closet. I was really pleased with the way this hall turned out. I had to try a bunch of different colors, and if you downloaded my original version, there's different colors and things, but I settled on this for the final build. Here's a little bit smaller bedroom, but cute nonetheless. That painting was the inspiration for the color combination. We have pink and blue and white. Or cream is kind of the inspiration. And again, we ended up doing a full bath with, or actually this might be it is a full bath. I was going to say it might be a 3/4, but pink and white, just nice and light and airy, and really fitting with the rest of the room. We have our little fishbowl there in the lighthouse, kind of doing a little nautical theme there. And then opposite this bedroom, we also are doing a pink and blue and kind of yellow in the next bedroom here. Again, that rug I hadn't used, and so I wanted to use that as the inspiration. A little bit different in the bathroom setup. We have the sink that's exposed through the archway, and then off to the right is a little area with a closet, and then to the left here is where you see the rest of the bath. And so it's a toilet and shower room, whereas the sink is kind of in a little alcove, which is something you'd see more in a hotel that I've seen, but the floor plan had it, and so I really wanted to use it and thought it was, a way to make it a little different. And so we're going down to the other wing now. If you went down these stairs, it would go down right to the pantry. So kind of just give you a sense of where we're at. This next room is what I'm calling the explorer room, or the archaeology room. We have the jungle adventure archaeology table. A lot of kind of, stuffed animals. We have fish on the wall. We have the bird's feathers on display. And we have medals on the wall from Strangerville. And then again here you're going to see we have a bathroom, just a little half bath for whoever's down in that wing to access. Here's our little entrance into the bedroom wing. We're going to have this door here on the left is a little craft room where you're going to find a table for the kids to use, and then I also included a little painting easel for the Sims to use. I really like the way this turned out. It's also, again, really cozy and pretty. This wing has 4 bedrooms for the kids. The first one here, I really wanted to have the theme of trains, bears, and violin, and they also like their scouts, so they have some scouting awards. And then again, we did the coordinating bathroom, yellow. I think it turned out really clean looking. We have a dresser with the 2 sinks. So these are large bathrooms for the kids, but it was in the floor plan. It was really dramatic, so I wanted to utilize that. And then each of the kids' rooms has this like main living area, just to kind of make things convenient. And so we have the Void Critter gaming device, we have a TV, we have a regular gaming console, and then a full kitchen as well, just because it's kind of a long ways away, to the main kitchen. And I think, they would have nannies with all these kids and stuff. And so it included this kind of living space, complete living space. This I envisioned for a little bit younger kid. We have the hamster. This kid is into aliens and airplanes and helicopters and things like that. And here you'll see the coordinating bathroom, and since I did envision them a little younger, we have, you know, the toy ducks and cars kind of around the bathroom, just because, you know, I think when kids are little, they have all these toys that I like to play with in the bathtub, and so, you know, I wanted to include that as a representation. Here we're back at that main entrance, and then we're going to go into the third bedroom. This one I envisioned for a little bit older kid who's really into science, robots, drones, that kind of stuff. We have a dragon head and a dragon doll, so, you know, definitely kind of into that. The dragons and the swords as well. And then we're going to go into the bathroom here, coordinating. That has the mathematical diagram, of course, just to fit with the, you know, the science nerd vibe that I had for that room. And here is the other living area that goes with the kid bedrooms. It's a little bit different, very similar, but we have different furniture and different furniture arrangement, but the same thing, you know, books to read, the void critter, a gaming console, and a TV. So just a great place for them to hang out and do their thing. And then the last bedroom here, we went all out with Girly Girl. She is big into cats. You'll see there's a lot of cat clutter around. We have a litter box and a scratching post from Cats and Dogs. So I kind of envisioned she would have her cat and be keeping it in her room and in that living area. And then we have the coordinating bathroom, of course, pink with lots of girly stuff, fingernail polish and perfume, and you know, the hair dryer. She's definitely getting ready in the morning. And also, she has this guitar and amp in her room, so she can jam all she wants and not bother everybody else. And now we're going to go into that main area again, and I'm going to take you down downstairs. Unfortunately, the camera does not pan all the way down, so you see we just kind of have to imagine that there's the jump, but I can go down these stairs right here, and you'll see that area that we went right outside the garage. The elevator's on the left here, that we saw in the very beginning of this video. Here we're back at the garage, and to the right here is where the door is, or the door to the stairs. There's many ways to get downstairs, but this was the easiest one to where I ended up. And we have little trophies room, or trophies display right here, and then in this whole lower wing is a full basketball court. It took up the entire wing. You know, it was heck trying to fill up all these rooms. And in the actual floor plan, this was just storage, and we didn't actually need that much storage for our sim stuff. You definitely could turn it into whatever you want if you don't want a basketball court, but I really liked the look of having all the medals and the trophies. And then of course we have a bath that's really convenient to the basketball court, because, you know, if you're actually playing hard on the basketball court, you're going to want easy access to the bathroom. And there's our elevator doors again. And then we also have the indoor pool, the lap pool, that was in the floor plan. There's also the outdoor pool, of course, but this is, you know, what they call the lap pool. And then I also included a little showering area here, just if you want to shower off before or after getting into the pool. And this is kind of our sports area, our health area, you know, kind of the self-maintenance area. And so right here through these doors we have the home gym, and it's definitely a very extravagant home gym. I ended up creating this weightlifting bench out of debug items, and I think the bench is actually a table. And then I created this these dumbbells out of a debug tamp, I think it's called. And then we have the yoga room. You can do some meditation or some yoga. I definitely picture doing some hot yoga in here, and it's just a very peaceful space. This little area here, I did a fish tank. I thought that would be kind of fun. That's right outside the indoor kids room. Of course, with the grounds taking up as much as they did outside, there wasn't really an area to put all this kid stuff that you would normally use. And so I ended up putting this in. If you wanted to change that out, if you don't like the look of it, or you don't think you'll use it, then definitely feel free to change it up. But I wanted to have that because I envision when I use this house that there'll be a complete family in here. And so again, we have a 3/4 bath here. Used the shelf from Tiny Living. I really love all the furniture in that pack, but it didn't really fit with the rest of this one, so I used a couple items that I could. And here we're going back out to the pool room. This is the way we came in. And then we're going to see the other kind of self-maintenance areas. Through this door, if you went straight, would be the grand hall. If you went downstairs, to the right here. And then here I have, as you can see, the sauna room. Definitely if you wanted to have your Sims, use the pool and then use the sauna for a relaxing feel. And then we have, again, another 3/4 bathroom for like actual showering if you wanted to do that after your sauna or the massage or swimming. So these two rooms are just like little private massage studios, very extravagant, but something, I think that somebody who lives in a castle would be able to hire a masseuse or even have a live-in masseuse depending on their circumstances. Wouldn't that be nice if we could do that? And then right here we have the indoor hot tub. Of course, you saw there was an outdoor hot tub in the pool, but we also have an indoor hot tub. If it's raining or snowing and you want to still do a hot tub, you have that option. And I also included in the next room over here, again, a shower. If you go outside that door, the pool is actually right out there, and so this is kind of my how I envision to have the shower right after you come in from outside. So we have that kind of locker room right there. And then we go down the hall a little bit. To the left here, we have our safe room. I definitely think that somebody with this extravagant of a house would also have this massive safe. That felt really appropriate to me. And then this door straight ahead is actually a mother-in-law suite. It's a complete living area that she never have to leave. So there's a bed area, the living room area. Then the living room area has the access to the patio, so they can go right outside on their own. And then we have a full kitchen over here. I'm really pleased with the way this kitchen turned out. It's really adorable and cozy and cute. I love that green from the vampire pack. Those cabinets are great. And it's just so cute. I actually totally can see the grandma living here of this family and just kind of having her own space and really enjoying it. And then of course, since it is a full mother-in-law suite, we have the washer and dryer, so she can do her own laundry, or he, maybe it's a grandma and grandpa, or who knows how you're going to use it. And then we have a full bathroom with the his and her sinks, the walk-in shower that came with Discover University, and then again the separate toilet room. I think this room is just really cozy and I love the colors in it. This cabinet area is really dark and rich, and I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. And then of course we have the shot of that dramatic tub from Get Famous. It's definitely a really extravagant tub area. And then we're back out into the hall. To the right there is a mechanical room, and then straight ahead we have this dramatic theater. Theater has door access behind the curtains directly to outside, and then it also has two doors that access the dressing rooms. So you see there's the outside access, and then we have the 2 dressing rooms that come with, we have this styling station. I think that's Get Famous Again, for the acting career. And then we have, in the middle, we have, again, the 3/4 bathroom. I really like this room too. I think the colors are lovely, the lighting is lovely, and really rich looking. Just really fancy, which I think is so appropriate with the exterior of the build. And again, the door that goes right outside, and then the door that goes onto the stage. So you definitely could use that stage. I have a microphone there for the comedy and acting skill. We have a TV, so if they wanted to use it as a movie viewing area, your Sims can do that. And then you'll see we have the little concession stand there. It's actually another full kitchen, kind of like a commercial kitchen. I have the popcorn maker there because I envisioned sometimes my Sims would come down there and watch that big screen TV and have some popcorn. And then here is my favorite room of the entire build. It is the wine room. I use the tool mod to kind of create that special wine rack you see there. And I really just love the vibe of this room. We have some cigar boxes, I imagine, over there, and some really special wines in those Realm of Magic cases. And here I have another family room that's right off the theater, so you know, I envision people could come and hang out here. And this is actually the first room that I decorated in the entire build, and so I really like it. I really like the pinks. You know, it's definitely, I really like it. I just really like it. And then we have the social area with the kind of the table and chairs, and then a full bar with the refrigerator. And I wanted to have, you know, that dramatic architectural element. And then off to the right here we have kind of a little game room. If they were kind of trying to kill some time before the play starts or before the movie starts, they could hang out here and play a little game of cards, or, you know, grab a book and sit in that chair with a little reading nook. That double doorway there is back out to the pool area. And then we have this little entryway here that accesses on the left door here. You'll see we have a rather large half bath, again, for the folks to utilize if they're in that social room or living room or in the theater. And then the last room we have here is our porch area with the seated benches and our coat rack. Here we have the exterior of the greenhouse. You saw the exterior, but I'm going to show you the interior. Just some plants growing, you know, real lush looking. And we also have the beehive and the flower arranging table. I want to thank you guys for watching this. It has been an awesome build, and I'm really glad to be done. Take care.